I saw you last night in a song I forgot. Same laugh, same light, same blind spot. You were dancing with the world and never knew. I was the echo right behind you. I memorized your coffee code. Every smile, every mood you showed. But I stayed quiet when I should have leapt. Now I keep your name where silence slept. You don't owe me a single look, but I still bleed through every hook. I sang for you just out of frame, caught between the line and flame. I almost said your name in a crowd too loud for shame. You were 5 feet close, but miles away, and I let forever slip that day. Yeah, I laugh, I play, I fake the game, but every joke still burns the same. You loved out loud, I loved in vain. Now I'm drowning in almost said your name. I read your post like scripture now, smiling back like I don't know how. You talk in sparks and hold the room while I watch from corners full of bloom. I tell myself this ain't that deep, but I see you every time I sleep, and waking up just breaks the spell. Where I was brave and you could tell. I almost said your name in the quiet after blame. You were sunlight I tried to chase, but I broke down in second place. Yeah, I speak, I scroll, I smile on cue, but none of it cuts clean through. You love the world, I stayed the same. Now I'm haunted by almost said your name. You never knew, and maybe that's right, but love ain't soft when it's held too tight. I was your silence, your unplayed string, the almost heart of everything. I almost said your name when goodbye lit up in flame. You never asked, and I never gave, but I carved you deep in every wave. Yeah, I scream, I sing, I stay half blame for loving loud, but leaving tame. You're a sunset I couldn't tame, and I'm still stuck in almost said your name. survive. And then you walked in through the smoky air, a sudden answer to an unknown prayer. You are the harbor in the hurricane for me, the only shore in my chaotic sea. You are the stillness and the solid ground, the only peace my restless soul has found. You didn't flinch at all, the disarray. You saw the colors in my world of gray. You found the fragile boy I kept inside, behind the fortress of my wounded pride. It's a trip to think I ever made it through the long dark winter just before I found you. 'Cause you walked in through the smoky air, a sudden answer to an unknown prayer. You are the harbor in the hurricane for me, the only shore in my chaotic sea. You are the stillness and the solid ground, the only peace my restless soul has found. And I get scared sometimes, this feels too good to real. This is the deepest part of me I dare let you feel. So I'm giving you the wreckage and the crown. I'm not afraid of burning if you're the one who's pulling me from the wreck. You are the harbor in the hurricane for me, the only shore in my galaxy. You set me free. You are the stillness, solid ground, the only peace I've ever memorized your laugh like scripture, built a whole damn world from just your picture. Spoke in silence, kept it light, while you chased stars I couldn't fight. You looked at me like a skyline glance, all color, no chance. I played it cool, played it smooth, but love ain't quiet, it bruises true. Wasn't fire in your sky, just the light you passed right by. Thought if I stayed you'd start to see, but not all hearts get gravity. Now I'm out of your orbit, spinning slow, caught in the pool, but you let go. You shine like I was never there, and I still care. That's the way I was, the page you never read. Told your dreams to everyone but me, like I was furniture, not poetry. I smiled through your every high and stayed invisible right by your side. You were orbit, I was ground. You spun in light, I spun around. Tried to matter in your space, but stars don't see the ones they chase. Now I'm out of your orbit, burning blue, watching your world forget what's true. You never look back once to see I carved a galaxy for you and me. I was the spark you never caught, the almost in your afterthought. Still wishing you'd turn around while I fall through your You never meant to break my wings, but you flew while I learned to cling. Now I sing from where I stayed, in the silence where love never played. Now I'm out of your orbit, lost in spin, still stuck in what we might have been. You never held what I became, but I still hold your name. You move like I was just a phase, a fade out in your better days. But I'm the echo you won't admit, the love that burned out of your orbit. Out of your orbit. Still turning, still burning. I left my pride in your passenger seat, rolled the windows down, let the silence speak. The truth was sharp, but I wore it slow. Didn't mean to hurt, just didn't know. You loved in color, I lived in gray. I made escape when I should have stayed. All the poems I meant I left unsaid. Now they haunt these chords in my head. We were firelight. Now I'm just talking to the voice at night. I played brave when I felt weak, but real strength's in the words I never speak. I'm saying sorry in stereo, in every chord, in every low. I was wrong, I took, I ran, left love standing with empty hands. If you hear me through this tune, know I'm still dancing with your moon. I burned the bridge, now watch me glow, saying sorry in stereo. I replay us like a vinyl worn, with all the skips where I got torn. Your name still tastes like melody. Even now it won't set me free. They say time can patch the seams, but it don't stitch in silent dreams. I'd trade this pride for a single look, for the lines you wrote and I never took. I'm saying sorry in stereo, through every speaker, every show. I was blind, I blew the flame. Now I'm singing into your name. If this track ever finds your night, let it wrap you in my fight. I broke the vow, I let it go. can scream what I never said. This ain't closure, it's just raw. One last chorus for the fall. I'm saying sorry in stereo. Not too late, but way too slow. If forgiveness is a spark, let this ballad hit your heart. I was wrong and I still know, but I'd bleed just to let it show. You were gold, I was shadow thrown, saying sorry in stereo. Sorry, said in chords, not words alone. Rain on the glass paints a trail of our days. The echo of stays still stuck in my veins. I reach through the haze where your shadow once lay, but it's all out of focus and drifting away. Your name's a tattoo on the back of my mind. Each letter still burns, though I've tried to unwind. We built a forever in the space of a sigh. Now I'm learning to breathe while forgetting the why. I still hear you laugh in the break of the dawn, but silence replies, now that you're gone. You left a hollow in the rain, where love used to fall like a runaway train. We were fire in the cold, but it flickered too fast. Now I'm stuck in a slow motion crash of the past, and I'm drowning. Yeah, I'm drowning in the fade. Your shirt's on the chair like you never let go. I walk past your echo wherever I go. I speak in the language of things left unsaid, and dream of your touch while I lie in your bed. The clock ticks your name with each beat of the night, but nothing I do ever makes it feel right. You left a hollow in the rain, like lyrics erased from a half-written frame. We were stars on the edge of a sky too wide. Now I stare at found your note in my back jeans fold, said forever in ink that's now run cold. Your scent still hanging on my leather coat, like the past ain't ready to let me float. Stared at the ceiling till 4 a.m., playing flashbacks like bootleg film. You were my always, my ride or fly. Now I'm left staring down an empty sky, and I still hear your laugh in songs I skip. Still feel your heat in a midnight trip. You lit me up like a neon flame. Now I'm sparks on a street in the pouring rain. We were wild, we were loud, we were made to combust, but love burns quick when it's built on trust. And now I'm just ashes of us. Used to dance in the kitchen light, now I waltz with ghosts in the dead of night. All these what ifs got teeth like knives, cut through my sleep, keep me half alive. Your sweater's still on the closet rail, like maybe someday we'll reset the tale. But time don't loop, it just rolls cruel, and I'm the dropout from your golden rule. Still hum your name through broken lips, still trace your touch in apocalypse. You lit me up like a neon flame. Now I'm sparks on a street in the pouring rain. We were fast, we were bold, like a one-way rush, but the crash was fate and the silence crushed. And now I'm just ashes of us. Love ain't dead, it just changed its face. Now it haunts like perfume you can't replace. I scream in dreams you never hear, and you're still gone, but it feels so near. You lit me up like a neon flame. Now I'm whispers of you they can't reclaim. We were thunder, we were fate, we were stardust cursed. Now I'm singing your name in a final verse. Yeah, now I'm just ashes of us, ashes and dust. You burn so bright and left me night. I saw you through a rain streaked window of a downtown bar. You look just like an actress in some famous movie star's car. You touched his hand so casually, a gesture I once owned. And in that single moment I had never felt so cloned. The whole world tilted sideways, the colors bled to gray, and the man I thought I was just sort of slipped away. I'm thinking about last Tuesday, when you swore it was for real. This whole ride or die connection that you promised we would feel. Were you looking right past asked me then, were you already gone? Just playing out the final scenes before the tragic dawn. 'Cause your eyes were full of heaven, but your heart was somewhere else, leaving me to build a home all by my stupid self. And suddenly I'm looking at a stranger that I know, the star of my whole universe, just putting on a show. Was every promise that you whispered just a well-rehearsed lie, with a different set of teardrops waiting in your eye? You look the same, you sound the same, the pieces seem to fit, but who the hell are you and what have you done with the love I was with? The river docks of heartbreak is the clarity it brings. You see the puppet master pulling on the pretty strings. I see the mask you wore for me, a flawless sweet design that made me think your heart was just as tangled up as mine. And I feel so pathetic, like a punchline to a joke, for believing every single silver-plated word you spoke. 'Cause suddenly I'm looking at a stranger that I know, the star of my whole universe, just putting on a show. Was every promise that you whispered just a well-rehearsed lie, with a different set of teardrops waiting in your eye? You look the same, you sound the same, the pieces seem to fit, but who the hell are you and what have you done with the love I was with? I'm looking at a stranger that I know. Was every promise that you whispered just a well-rehearsed lie? Well, you look the same, you sound the same, but nothing seems to fit. Who the hell are you and what have you done with the love I was with? Who are you? I found you where the silence sleeps, a spark in the hush on the midnight deep. You smiled like dawn, breaking through my pain, and I knew I'd never be the same. Your name, it hums in every breeze, like vinyl crackle under fading leaves. The way you speak, it bends the time. I'm stuck on the hook of your perfect line. We're just two hearts in a runaway but you make this chaos feel like a dream. I'll love you till the sky turns gold. Through every storm, every story we told, you're the fire that I hold in my soul. Even when time starts letting go, we're written in stars they can't control. Every glance you throw is a brand new page. We crash like waves, but we never fade. Your touch is a song I can't unplay. You're the thrill and the still of my everyday. So let the world spin, let the silence break. You're the calm in the ache, my sweet earthquake. I'll love you till the sky turns gold. When the clock stops ticking and stories unfold, you're the voice I hear when I feel alone. Even in silence you feel like home. We're bound in a way that won't grow old. Even if we shatter, if we bend, if we break, I build you again out of every mistake. My love ain't soft, it's a wildfire bloom. I'd burn through the night just to light your room. I'll love you till the sky turns gold. Past the last sunrise this world can hold. You're the rush in my veins, the truth I scream. Even when it's just a memory and dream, we're more than a moment, we're the whole damn theme. Oh, you smile like the stars and I still feel the glow. Even when you're gone, I still know. Room full of noise, but I'm talking to air. Left the light on, but nobody's there. I scroll through the words we never said, replaying your silence in my head. Used to laugh at the dark like it owed us life. Now I'm learning how to sleep through fight. Your name still echoes off my phone, like I built a house that won't be home. I reach for the sound of what we were, but empty hits different when it's hurt. No goodbye, just a quiet end, like love forgot to press. You left me like an echo left on red, still ringing in a room you fled. I'm talking lines you used to know, but even memories let me go. Yeah, I wait where you won't tread, replaying what you never said. You vanished off, but your silence spread like an echo left on red. Your name in steam, cold now like the half-woke dream. I sit where you used to lie, a still life built on asking why. Was I a pause between your songs, or just a silence you played too long? I swore I felt you through the screen. like an echo left on red. Maybe love was one-sided sight. Maybe silence is how you fight. But I kept the fire, you kept the scream. Now I'm falling through what might have been. You left me like an echo left on red, still humming through this lonely thread. I built a world from words you dropped, but your connection cut and stopped. Yeah, I ache in places you erased, but your silence still has taste. You turn love to a thread that shreds an echo left on red, left on red, and still saying what you never said. I saw the truth in the way you blinked, not loud, just quiet enough to sing. You held my hand with a sideways grip, like love was something you'd already skipped. We built our world on midnight talks, shared forever in parking lot walks. You said I'm yours like it came out clean, but it echoed strange somewhere in between. I was your anchor, you were my tide, but even the loyal can slip and hide. You left the light on but kept the key, and now I'm locked out of what we'd be. You had faith like a fault line, quiet but deep. I fell in love where the cracks could creep. You wore forever like a borrowed coat, said you'd stay but you never wrote. I was all in while you split in two, still held on even when I knew you loved like lightning, fast and blind, left me bleeding in rewind. You swore on stars that you'd never roam, but gave your heart like it wasn't home. I stayed true in the war you hid, carried the weight you never did. I was the silence in your storm, the steady beat when you were torn. You kissed like truth, but lived like doubt. I kept it in, you let it out. You had faith like a fault line ready to break. Every promise felt just like bait. You kissed forever, then turned your face, left your shadow in my sacred space. I was gold you couldn't spend, a lover not a means to end. You gave just enough to keep me blind, and left me cracking down the spine. just to write off then, a book I'd sworn I'd never open up again. You pointed out your favorite star on high, drew a future for us in the sky. And in that moment, yeah, I finally knew. It was the moment when time stood still, a sacred promise on a windowsill. And every second that I breathe with you is a snapshot of a perfect dream come true. You are the anchor in the rising tide, the only place I know I never have to hide. I watch you sleeping in the morning light and thank the stars for getting something right. I trace the memories inside my head, each quiet look, each simple word we said. No doubt about it, you're the only one for me, my stunning one-person history. And in those moments, God, time stands still, a sacred promise on a windowsill. And every second that I breathe with you is a snapshot of a perfect dream come true. You are the anchor in the rising tide, the only place I know I never the thing that hurts the most, to be standing right beside you, but still be the furthest coast. We talk about the weather and we talk about the news, while I'm dancing on a razor's edge of everything to lose. And every time you smile at me, my foolish heart takes flight, and then it crashes back to earth alone in the cold night. 'Cause I'm just a satellite in a lonely, endless spin, caught in the perfect orbit that you don't even know I'm in. I circle round your daylight, I reflect your every grace, but you're a world I'll never get to, just a dream I can't erase. And this love's a one-way signal, sending to the blue. My whole damn world is turning, and it's only turning around you. Woke up feeling like a song unsung, heartbeat heavy but the day's still young. Mirror talk saying you ain't there yet, but I lace my dreams in silhouette. No crown, no cape, just scars and soul. Been fighting quiet wars no one knows. Each step's a prayer in these beat up kicks, still betting on hope when the odds don't stick. Yeah, I've been down, but I ain't done. Even cracks let through the sun. I glow up slow, like moon on tide, climbing pain just to kiss the sky. Every bruise I wear is loud and true, like battle pain for what I've been through. So if they ask why I still show, tell them I glow up slow. Didn't come this far just to dim my light. My tears taught me how to burn bright. Used to whisper dreams, now I shout them loud. Even on my worst days I stand proud. I ain't polished, I ain't clean, but I'm realer than I've ever been. They see the sweat, not the soul it cost, but I built myself from what I lost. Every fall just feeds the flame. I'm the echo that old red shame. I glow up slow, like fire from frost, turning every no into what it costs. These heavy nights, they forge my flame. Ain't no shame in playing the long game. So if they ask why I still show, tell them I glow up slow. I'm not late, I'm just on my time. Even mountains grow slow and climb. I glow up slow, but I glow for real. Every scar's a story I refuse to seal. I'm still here, still Lipstick print and the ghost of a thrill. My hoodie still smells like your name, and I'm stuck on rewind, caught in your flame. The silence now feels like a loaded song. Each beat of my chest just proves you're gone. I whisper, come back into dead air, but echoes don't care, they just leave you bare. Yeah, I keep crashing in dreams I fake, still sleep in the wreckage we couldn't remake. You hit like thunder in a quiet town, lit up my sky just to watch it drown. I gave you the spark, you left with the flame. Now I'm singing your shadow, stuck in the rain. Every tear I've wept is just echoes you left. The vinyl skips on our favorite track, like fate itself, don't want you back. I still talk to your side of the bed, but all I get's static inside my head. The pictures blink from the TV's glow. We look so alive, how'd we not know? Now I'm scrolling through moments like lost street signs, trying to read the way back between the lines. And I keep playing our greatest hit in a room gone cold where your ghost still sits. You hit like thunder in a quiet town, lit up my sky just to watch it drown. I gave you the spark, you left with the flame. Now I'm singing your shadow, stuck in the rain. Every scar I kept is just echoes you left. You pulled the trigger with all your charms. Now I'm bleeding in verses that never end, calling your name to a sky that won't bend. You hit like thunder in a quiet town, turned my heart up just to burn it down. I gave you my soul, you danced in the fire. Now I'm ashes and hope on a rusted wire. Every breath I've kept is just echoes you left. Echoes you left, still calling me home, but I walk alone where you once shone. Gives me one less lonely, broken thing to have to think. The mailman keeps on bringing letters in your name. The world outside is ignorant, it keeps on with the game. And in the quiet moments when the day begins to fade, I sit here with the promises we never should have made. Remember sitting on that rooftop, we were 17, two punk kids sketching futures said, man, what's the sitch with forever? A thought inside my head. I wish I'd known forever would be shorter than a year. I wish I'd said I loved you loud enough for you to hear. And they say that time's a healer, but the calendar's a liar. It just builds the walls of silence and the distance even higher. But I talk to you in traffic, and I argue with the rain, and I feel you in the bittersweet and stubborn ache of pain. 'Cause you're not a faded photograph, a story I once knew. You're just on your side of the sky, and I'm still waving up at you. Change without permission, rude and out of turn. Another pointless lesson that my heart can't seem to learn. Your favorite band put out a record, I bought it on cassette. It's the saddest day